Namaskar. I, JVN Rekha Sharma, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Department Fashion and Interior from Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. खुश रहो बिटियाओं. Today's our session name is Top Stitch. What is top stitch? Today we learn how can we do top stitch. From our subject construction techniques. First, we start about top stitch. We know we have to do knowledge about different seams. What is seam? Seam is the combination of stitches which make line to join two ply of fabric, used as a functional purpose, sometimes used as decorative purpose. Seams are widely used in modern mass-produced apparel, footwear, household textiles, and sporting goods, which are sewn by different industrial sewing machines. So, seam may be 100 types, from the hem to the pockets to the darts in a blouse. Seams create a structure and shape for all clothing and other sewing items. There are a variety of different seams, and when deciding which seam to use, make sure to consider the type of fabric and function of the garment. For higher end garments, consistent stitches and high quality seam finishes are important, while for a more casual style, frayed seams and variety stitches can be used. So today we will learn how can we do top stitch on the garment or any other object which we have to sew. So first, pin and machine stitch the seams together at the desired seam allowances. First we have to pin and machine stitch the seams together at the desired seam allowance, like this. We have to take 1 centimeter or half centimeter seam allowance to stitch the two ply of the fabric. After stitch the two ply of the fabric, iron all the excess seam allowances towards one side. Note, towards one side, depending on which side you want the top stitching to be on. So, which side we want the top stitch, iron all the excess seam allowance towards on that side. Here we have to iron the seam allowances on one side. Now working on the face side. In this slide we are working on the opposite side of the fabric. Now to make top stitch we have to working on the face side. Working on the face side of the garment, again apply a machine stitch at the desired distance from seam line. Make sure you top stitch on the side that has the seam allowances at the back. The best practice for top stitch is to align the seam line with the pressure foot edge and keeping it aligned as you top stitch. And starting, we can also mark the line by scale on the fabric to make straight lines. So we can make top stitch like this on the fabric and other designing object which we can want to sew. For our practical session, we have to make a swatch. So take a 7" by 7" of fabric and cut it into two same two pieces and to join them and to make a top stitch and paste this fabric swatch neatly in your file. Hope you understand how can we do top stitch. If you have any query or problem, please let me know in our comment box. I will surely define you in our live session. Thank you. खुश रहो बिटियाओं.